The U.S. Senate's 51-49 procedural vote to advance the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh comes down to three key questions about a trio of senators who will make the final call on the Supreme Court nominee's fate this weekend. If every senator who voted to advance Kavanaugh's nomination on Friday then voted to confirm him this weekend, he will have the slim majority necessary to be the next lifetime member of the High Court. But it does happen that senators shift between a cloture vote and a final vote for a bill, treaty or judicial nomination. On the Friday morning vote, all eyes were on four senators: Arizona Republican Jeff Flake, Maine Republican Susan Collins, Alaska Republican Lisa Murkowski, and West Virginia Democrat Joe Manchin. Three of the four have to vote against Kavanaugh's nomination in order to sink it. For the procedural vote, Flake, Collins, Manchin voted yes, while Murkowski voted no on Friday morning. Get fast forward in your inbox, forget yesterday's news. Get what you need today in this early morning email. Thank you for signing up. Sign up for more newsletters here. It's unlikely that Murkowski would make such a statement by voting against proceeding and then choose approve Kavanaugh's confirmation. Assuming she is a firm no vote on the nominee, then two more senators, likely Flake, Collins or Manchin, must join her in voting no on the final vote. Here are the big three questions that remain about this trio. 1. Why is Flake still undecided, and what does that mean? Out of the trio of senators to watch on Saturday, Flake is the most likely to vote yes. After all, a week ago he put out a press release announcing he was voting for Kavanaugh. After that, Flake called for the FBI to take up to a week to investigate claims Kavanaugh sexually assaulted at least one woman, and then the senator said all credible allegations should be investigated. Later, Flake said he was satisfied with the FBI's findings. So, why is Flake still officially undecided heading into the final vote? He has long said his concern with Kavanaugh was about his opinions about presidential power. Flake is no fan of President Trump. Is there something else going on? 2. What will Collins say about her vote on Friday afternoon? A Collins spokeswoman said Friday that while Collins would vote yes to proceed, the Maine Republican was still undecided. She would announce how she's voting during a floor speech at 3 p.m. Friday. Make no mistake, this vote could define a two-decade-long Senate career for Collins. Here's the rub: she supports abortion rights, and while she has indicated that Kavanaugh would uphold precedent, her main colleague, Independent Angus King, is voting no because he thinks Kavanaugh would restrict abortion access through other ways from the bench. Also, some viewed Kavanaugh's apology for his performance in the Wall Street Journal Friday morning as a direct letter to Collins. 3. If Collins is a no, will Manchin really be willing to be the 50th vote to allow Kavanaugh to be on the court? It is fair to assume that Manchin won't announce his vote on Kavanaugh until after Collins makes her move. If she votes yes, then Manchin's vote doesn't really matter. Kavanaugh will be confirmed anyway. If Collins is a no, then it all comes down to Manchin. Remember, Manchin is a Democrat up for re-election in less than 5 weeks in a state that President Trump won by 40 percentage points. Polls show Manchin has roughly an 8-point lead over his Republican opponent. Would Manchin really be willing not only to be the 50th vote that puts Kavanaugh on the court? In that situation, Vice President Mike Pence would break the tie, and, if he was willing to do it, and being the only Democrat to vote for the nominee, what does that mean for him politically going forward? Will he have switched parties? James Pindell can be reached at james.pindell@globe.com. Follow him on Twitter at James Pindell or subscribe to his Ground Game newsletter on politics, http://pages.email.bostonglobe.com/groundgame. Sign up.